Good to get those early signs and symptoms. Colleen, I know you've been telling us about some signs and symptoms of a weather change coming up.
Yeah, Miranda, and if anybody wants to exercise outside tomorrow, I would just be aware that you may be dodging a few showers that will really start up as we move into the afternoon. But we will also have a little bit of rain closer to our coast in the morning. We have a couple weather impact alerts to tell you about. Again, this doesn't always necessarily mean that there's severe weather on the way, but it does mean that this is an inconvenience to you and your plans. It's the weekend after all, right? So we have some rain in the forecast for tomorrow. That's our first weather impact alert. Then we have near record cold on the way. So these two systems are basically tied to one. As we look at our satellite and radar here, we have a few showers that have managed to pop up for today. These will continue pushing off to the east as we finish off our night. Not everybody is seeing them. They are very hard to find. Most of it's over in Polk County, pretty isolated at this time. As we expand the picture, however, you see two fronts that are out here. This first front is a little bit weaker, at least when it comes to our area. That has been producing some stronger storms, however, up to the Carolinas and Georgia. However, it's actually this front that's back here that will be passing through our area, giving us just the push that we need for those storms to develop, and showers too. So what's happening here is, as we walk through Futurecast, you can see that line, this front that's starting to sweep through the area. Warm, buoyant air ahead of that, right? Then we have the colder air that will follow through come Monday into Tuesday. So those two air masses are helping to create that lift. Again, we will have just enough moisture and humidity tomorrow to squeeze out a few good downpours. And although the severe threat's low, you can't rule out the possibility of a water spout or some gusty winds, and even the possibility of some smaller hail out there as we get all that lift and that buoyancy. Those little particles bounce around and sometimes little hailstones form. But this is tomorrow morning around 7:30. You can see closer to the coast we have that best chance for rain. The front will slowly move through our area by 11 o'clock to noon. Most of us will be on the drier side. Again, these showers are just going to pop up where they want to tomorrow as that front continues to sweep through the area. It's going to take a while. This front will be moving through slowly throughout the day. As we move into about 1 o'clock, that's when the Bucks game is getting ready for kickoff. And again, most of the rain holds off until that front passes by and we get the lift needed for those showers and storms to develop in the evening hours. So it really will be an all-day event where we have the opportunity for rain, but not necessarily a washout where you turn on the faucet and it just keeps raining. So these will be popping up throughout your morning into the afternoon, and we just want you aware of that. That's why we issued that weather impact alert. As far as any game delays, we're not really expecting that unless, of course, there's lightning. Again, the overall threat for storms is relatively low. I did want to also mention that there will be some fog that could be dense in some spots for tomorrow. And that's because we do have those warmer dew points in our area for tonight. So look at the dew points for tonight. We're in the upper 60s. And that is very close to our overnight low temperature, which is around 70 degrees. So whenever we have temperatures that are a little bit closer to the dew points, that's when we see fog. This is typically the time of year when that fog becomes a problem. As we look at our temperatures right now, sitting in the upper 70s, low 80s, let's bring you to the 7-day forecast. Again, Veterans Day is when all that cold air arrives. But Monday night, take advantage of the shelters if you need to. And also, please don't leave your pets outside in this cold. It's too cold for you. It's too cold for them. Yes, this cold snap is going to be short-lived, but it is going to be quite the shock to the system for many of us. We gradually start to warm up late next week.